Wow. So all those capacitors, yeah, didn't even realize it, but they weren't even necessary. I thought reactance was adding to it, but it really wasn't even acting like reactance. So it was actually acting more like series resistance, is what I can say, because it would completely kill all the output from the bulb. The original bulb was 100. I found a 38 watt, stuck it in there, and that's upside down. 38 watts, 120 volts. Okay, and now all we've done is we've just gone straight across this hairpin capacitor that is coming off of the MOT ground leg. So we have our source power from the house, 120 volts, coming through here, this black cable here going to terminals, coming into here. We got a series or a parallel bank hairpin here, 10 microfarads total. We got a 5 microfarad bank hairpin single capacitor here, and then those go to the transformer. So off of this neutral wire here from the house, we're taking this red jumper here, going to the capacitor, and then from the other side of the capacitor, previously I was going to that chassis right over there, this black thing here, and it was working, but then I thought, well, maybe there is some current being pulled from the opposite leg of the box, or every 30 cycles or so, who knows what. It certainly can be argued that you can draw current that way phantomly and not be able to read it on the kilowatt meter, obviously. But so to combat that, and I don't know if you can see it now, but there is there it is. It's a big, I think it's a 10 or 12 foot ground rod that's pounded about halfway into the ground, and there's a yellow wire just wrapped around it, and I've just stripped it. And it rained like hell today, so the ground is really, really muddy and really, really wet there. So it's coming in here. That's the yellow wire coming in the window. Nothing fake going on here. It's going to that red wire right there. That's the red jumper that's going to the other side of this third stage of hairpin to ground. I guess this is the condenser between the pump and the ground that's storing the charge, and it's discharging that charge at approximately, this is voltage right across the cap, 66. Okay, sorry, I had to pause the camera for a minute for an interruption. Anyway, so the voltage that we're seeing across this capacitor that is between the neutral side of this dual hairpin whatnot MOT combo to the ground rod that's going out the window over there in the yard. The voltmeter is straight across here, and we're seeing 66 volts. Now this is with 38 watt bulb, so I'm going to pause it one more time, and I'm going to swap it out for the 100 watt bulb and show you what the difference is. So just be right back. Okay, we're back, and here's the 100 watt bulb. Now it is not quite as bright, so I guess the 38 was a little bit brighter, but not much. Same deal here, but now look at what our voltage has changed to. So it definitely seems like the higher resistance of the bulb, whether it's amp draw, I don't know, or is it just voltage drop at this point across the resistive load that is, because it's in parallel with the capacitor, so this can't necessarily be resistance in series, or in parallel would be equal voltage dropped across all of it, so it doesn't seem to be acting like two resistors. But the voltage is definitely cut in half, approximately, between the 100 watt and 38 watt. Now, the 100 watt doesn't light very bright, so one thing I noticed earlier was when I first hooked this up, and the rod was only about 2-3 feet in the ground, because I didn't feel like beating on it, the bulb would not light. I don't know about 38, but the 100 would not light. But I could, when I did hook it up, I could hear the MOT. It makes a little buzz, or it makes a 60 hertz hum, I guess you could say. But you can hear a little bit of a tapping when you first give it power. And I was hearing that, so then I got the idea to just go out there and just pound that rod down in the ground. So now it's about 6 foot in.